investing in our children, which again, it means all of our children. And indeed, we join many organizations, families, and individuals who work to promote an inclusive, supportive, and just environment where all young people can develop to their highest potential. I'm also an elected trustee of Cabrillo College, and my work on the board allows me to make sure that students learn in a community that celebrates education with access to all. I want to take a moment tonight to celebrate the County of Santa Cruz and our collective history to support queer youth. Of course, we all hear a lot about tolerance and acceptance, yet the word celebrate is not as common a word when it pertains to queer young people. Too many youth in our community still struggle and fear what will happen when they come out to themselves and to their families. But tonight, we get to meet some of the young people who are out and visible, and we are here celebrating their leadership and making our community a safer place. So let's celebrate for a moment what we have already accomplished. Just a few highlights, and many of you could fill in a lot of blanks here, but a few things at the top of my list. First of all, we've been celebrating with this event, the Queer Youth Leadership Awards, since 1998. And maybe we could just take a moment and thank Stuart, who's been a part of the events since 2003. Exactly. How many of you got an email or a phone call from him late last night or early this morning? All right. We've had gay-straight alliances in our schools for at least 14 years. We had one of the first GSAs in a middle school, thanks to Scotts Valley. And 2010 marks the 10th anniversary of AB 537, the California Student Safety and Violence Prevention Act of 2000. We should be proud that soon after its passage, our local school districts, including, I know, the superintendents of PVUSD and Santa Cruz City Schools are here with us tonight, they both passed resolutions supporting the enforcement of those laws to make sure that our schools are free of harassment and bullying for our students. And speaking of safety, the year 2010 celebrates the 35th anniversary of our county passing an anti-discrimination law. We were one of the first counties in the United States to do so. And we celebrate queer youth in other ways. We're at the 10th anniversary of Strange, now a program of the Santa Cruz Community Counseling Center. Our local community foundation is a leader and has been at the cutting edge with a long history of supporting queer youth projects and funding, including the recent conference that's been mentioned and planned by Planned Parenthood. Individually, our community in Santa Cruz County has voted to support gay marriage twice, first defeating Prop 22, and in 2008, Santa Cruz County voted over 71% against Proposition 8, again, making a strong statement and leading California's efforts to stop discrimination. Our county hosts Out in Our Faith, a collaboration of over 22 places of worship and religious leaders that stand up against hate and discrimination. So the message here, the overall message is, whether it's places of worship, individuals voting to protect queer rights, elected officials passing policy, philanthropy, or individual activism, our county has a proud and rich history of officially supporting the LGBT community and youth. So I think we should just pause for a moment and then thank the leaders who brought us this far. So thank you. And now, what's so cool, we get to pause and thank everybody who's brought us this far, and then imagine what this collective energy, the energy in this room, the people who aren't with us, can do in the next 35 years in our county with these new, bright, fabulous leaders to guide us. It's really, really exciting, so thank you. And as we celebrate our county, we also look ahead. How can we challenge our community to do more to make a stronger and safer Santa Cruz County? I know we have a long way to go for full inclusion, and I hope these last 35 years are just a foundation, the beginning of a grand and more just place for us all. I just want to read a little poem that my friend Jeannie, who's with me tonight and a student of Ron Indra's, wrote. She's a sophomore at Harbor High, and she wrote this for me to read to you tonight. Who's to say who we all are? Where is the time to tell? If time is of the essence, is the essence of time as well? How many fingers, how many hands will hold the child at birth? How many children, how many thoughts will it take to hold the earth? How many eyes to see the cold, to see the fear of pain? How many ankles will one race give to be shackled with this chain? When we step into ourselves, the questions will only answer. In one straight line of conformed beings, I beg you, be the dancer. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you and congratulations to all the nominees, awardees, and also to their families. Thanks.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's give a huge round of applause for Marky's amazing piano performance.
Next is Reverend Deborah Johnson, the founding member of the founding minister of Inner Light Ministries and is a long-life civil rights activist. Please welcome Reverend Deborah Johnson.
Good evening. I'd asked if it was okay if I came to the middle and not behind the podium, but I guess they'd already prepared for that. They got the word. First off, I want to say thank you to all of the organizers and the planners for the vision of an event like this. I had the extraordinary opportunity to be one of the judges. I'm not sure if I was supposed to disclose that, but I wanted to give my comment context, and having had an opportunity to read all of the bios from all of the different nominees that have come in, I'm telling you that was one of the most excruciating experiences, because in my mind, every single nominee deserved an award. Wow. So much has been said here, and I don't want to be redundant, but I would like to say a couple of things in the short minutes that I have. First off, I'd like to speak to my young colleagues, and that's what I think of you as a colleague. When I listen to your stories, I listen to your analysis, you get it. And at your age, you're more sophisticated in your understanding of the intersection of issues than people 2, 3, 4, 5 times your age. I want to encourage you not to ghettoize your politics. As important as issues of gender and sexual orientation are, they're not the only issues, but they are critical primary issues. And if you can understand the politics of oppression through the lens of gender and sexual orientation, you have everything that you need to understand the issues of oppression based on race, or class, or ableism, or nationalism, all the different isms. That there is so much work that is out there to be done, that is calling for your radical inclusiveness, that's calling for your radical vision of peace and possibility, whether it be ending war, ending poverty, immigration reform, and the list just goes on and on. We need your brilliance and we need your minds everywhere. We need you in politics, we need you in government, we need you on campuses and academia, we need you in social service agencies, we even need you in the military. And I'm not even one to tell people to go to the military, but I don't want there to be a single spot in the world where we are not. Our sensibilities need to be everywhere. And there is an opportunity here. I've been a cultural diversity trainer most of my life. And I see a ray of hope in this new generation of my colleagues that can go that next level, that next step, and really get it. As queer people, we are a microcosm of the entire society. There is no other group that can say that. We have everybody, every religion, every age, every nationality, every economic status. We are the intersection. So if we as queer people stand up wherever it is that we are, it's like dominoes. We have the ability to make the biggest impact, but only if we do not ghettoize our values. Prop 8 is going to come up again. We're going to see it viciously in 2012. I'm married. I love my wife, Valerie Joy. But I am not in the fight simply for my marriage. There are social justice issues that are here that are so beyond gay anything. To take away the rights of a minority through the public vote of a majority is outrageous. And we need to be in this fight for the long haul and not just for our own rights, but for the social justice.